welcome to Farming Simulator 19 new mods, and we got some catching up to do, so let's go to the mod hub and see what we're looking at today. Here's today's mods we are looking at, and we've got the Schuitemaker SIWA 660 by Luca, and it's another large capacity trailer, 41,000. Cool, quite a few options on that. And then we've got, oh, it's annoying, I've got so many mods to catch up on. Right, back to, where are we? There we go. We've got the Lizard CLT 300 by Paulo 5090R, and that's a new cultivator, 90 horsepower needed. And then we have the Kuhn Profile 1880 by Melody 98, and it's 1800 capacity mixer wagon. And then we've got the Ponsse Buffalo Clambunk, and that's pretty cool. I do like that. That's it's nice to have a new bit of equipment, and the grapple on that looks huge, where all the other things I've seen so far haven't been much a cop, but that looks good. And there's a Komatsu in testing at the moment also. Then we've got the Amazon Kirin 200 plough, and that's 3 meters, 180 horsepower by Melody 98. And the International Harvester 33 series, which it says is an update, but I think the update, you can see there, console compatible. So cool. And I did wonder, because all the attachments we had, they're all like 60 horsepower, and you're like, well, we've got tractors what are bigger than that, and now we've got little old school tractors, so that's pretty cool. And that's what we're looking at today. The other thing was just the Hagenstad update, which was that seasons. Oh yeah, ready for seasons, changed a few other things as well. And that is your lot for today. Right, so first off we have the Amazon Kirin 200, which is a nice little plough. It's 3 meters wide, and it's got a 9 mile an hour working speed. It will cost you £22,000 to buy, and is £1,122 on your initial leasing cost. You do need 180 horsepower to power it, and it's -4 on the slot count, and no other colour options or any other options are available. So there it is, highly detailed, as is all of it. Let's hook it up. And so that's in the folded position for carrying down the road. Now you notice on this one it doesn't actually run on the back wheel. I'm not sure if it's meant to or not, because it is quite close to it, but it does just actually pick up on the 3-point attacher. So getting it unfolded, just like that. Now I've already used this before, as I've already done a video, and the sound didn't come out. Gutted, had to do it all again, but there you go. So drop it down, and we're not creating fields there. Let's see if it'll create fields. Yep, and it does. Create fields isn't a problem. Let's put the worker on. Get out of his way. And there you go, one plough ploughing. Nice little animation there. Oh, I forgot the worker's on. Yeah. Oh, we did stop. I thought he might have overrun. Swing around the other way, and no problems. Nice little plough. Let's drop that down for one more line. Now it did say it was 11 mile an hour. No, 9 mile an hour. And 9 mile an hour it does. But all in all, nice bit of kit. Nice plough. Didn't find any issues with the worker on the turnaround. He seemed to do it quite well. So here we have the Lizard CLT 300. Now this cultivator 3 meters wide and will cost you £8,500 to buy, which is pretty cheap, and initial leasing costs are £433. It's only -3 on the slot count, and it's got a working speed of 10 mile an hour. There are no other colour options on it, and this mod is made by Polo 5090R, and he's done a good job. Looks pretty cool. But does it work? I think it will. We've never seemed to have issues with cultivators or anything like that. So let's get the tractor on. I've got the steyr, and we'll set the worker on so we can see what animation's going on. Put him on 4 mile an hour and let him get on with it. Yeah, and we got a nice bit of animation there. It looks like that's turning over a treat. Now there are colour options on this one. I forgot it wasn't. You can change all the different colours. I think it was 300 quid. So it wasn't a vast amount of money, and they did have quite a few colour options. Let's jump in and sort that worker out. And it does work at 10 mile an hour. Jobs are good un. So here we have the Schuitemaker SIWA 660. Now this is a nice little wagon. We've got the bigger one at the moment. I think it was the 700. I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. But we have got the larger one. So this is the smaller version, and this one will hold 41,715,000 litres. So it's still a decent size trailer. Now it is more for your grasses and not your main crops. Basically, we'll go through on the silo to see what it holds in a minute. Actually, it's easier doing it that way. Now this will cost you £49,513 to buy, and your initial leasing costs are £2,532. So not too much money. Now you do have some colour choices on the rims, and they are £150. And you do have this extension, which you can put that extension on. It's another £3.5 grand, but it doesn't tell you on how much extra it holds with that extension, which was a bit strange, but there you go. Lots of different tyre choices on there. They got some broad tyres and a few other different options. Not loads, but there's a few different options if you want it. And it's -15 on the old slot count. So control wise, we got that drops down there. So if you're using a forage wagon, it's not going to get in the way. Now you have got the doors for the top, and then close cover. Pretty cool. And then unloading, and you have got the choice on this one to have these bits on the back, these horizontal bits. You can have them or not have them. It's entirely up to you. A nice looking mod, lovely stuff. So that was moving that bit down like that, and then we've got it on the drawbar, which that actually does raise quite high. Look at the size of that. So if you want to level it up for a bigger or smaller tractor, you can do. So let's put it under the silo and make sure, see what commodities it takes, because it is the grasses, wood chips, silage, straw, grass, sugarcane, hay, chaff, wood chips. So yeah, that's your lot. Not a huge amount, but nice looking trailer, love it. Unfold that back down. So here it is the International Harvester 33 series, or the Case IH. There's a few different variants, the 633, the 733 and the 833. This is the 833, which is the higher horsepower. As it is an old school tractor, we haven't got loads of horses, but we have enough to do the job. Now it comes standard, it is £29,000 to buy, and your initial leasing cost are £1,479. It starts off with a 45 horsepower, and then it goes up to, you can have the 633 is 52 horsepower, the 733 is 60 horsepower, and the 833, which is this one, is the 67 horsepower, and that's an extra £3 grand. You can have extra options of the roll bar. You can have the roll bar, which is 800 quid, and if you want the beacon as well, that will cost you 900 quid. The other option we've got for it is the additional front weights on there. You can have those for an extra £300. I was quite surprised on how small it was when I first seen it. It was like, what? I think the main thing is you're not used to seeing your bloke in the tractor like that without a cab, but it all works a treat. I put it on now. This cultivator, the CL2 300, is rated at 90 horsepower, and it still will plough it, cultivate it. It's just it will go a little bit slower than normal. It does 6 miles an hour instead of 9 miles an hour. You see, oh, he's doing 8 miles an hour there, so he's not doing too badly. But nice looking tractor. I like these old school ones, they're pretty cool. Now inside, obviously we've just got, well, not a lot. We've got the 2 dials, but they are working. Oh, the 1 dial you can see, and then we've got a bit of pedal action on the throttle. And then lighting wise, side lights, main lights, indicators, and the same on the back, it's just on the back there with your beacon. Pretty cool, love that. Nice looking mod. First old school tractor we've got in the game, for a console anyway. I don't think we've got anything smaller. Yeah, this is the smallest, pretty sure of it. So here it is the Kuhn Profile 1880. Now this is a mixer wagon, and it's a new edition, 18,000 litres, -5 on the slot counts, and you do need 90 horsepower. However, I'm using the International, and that is less horsepower, but it still runs, it just doesn't run it as fast as what it normally would. Cost you £39,000 to buy, so a little bit cheaper than the rest of them, and £1,989 on your initial leasing cost. No other options are available in red and red and red. That's it, no other options, nothing. So we go into the help window, and let's make sure it does some mixing. So we start filling, we will put a little bit of straw, that should do, might need a bit more than that, and then we want some hay, that'll do on that. Silage, yeah, and we need a little bit more on the hay. And then a little bit on the straw, and jobs are good. Yeah, that's it. we have total mixed ration. You can see it down there, it's come up as total mixed ration. Started up mixing and we don't really see a lot of mixing going on. I'm not sure on the, oh, it's got the ones, no, it is both sides, isn't it? This one was back in the other, in fs19, because you could load it on the left hand side or the right hand side, but that looks like to me it's not going to unload. Tip side left, tip side right. This action cannot be formed here. Alright, so it won't let me drop it onto my silo. So let's see if it'll let it out on the deck. Yeah, it will. So it didn't recognise the trigger for some reason. It works fine, 16,000 litres. So no other options on it, but nice bit of kit. We didn't see that PTO running actually. Was that PTO running? Turn it on. Yeah, it is running. We can see it bouncing around. Nice mod. And yeah, I'm sure this one was in fs17. Pretty sure of it. Or it might have been a slightly bigger or a slightly smaller one. Cool. I didn't actually see that display either there. Let's go back. There we go. We've got a digital display there. Not sure if that works or not. Yep, and it does. That's pretty cool. I like that. Nice mod. Because we haven't got many forage mixers, but we have now. Right then, so here we have the Buffalo Clambunk. I keep saying Clambunk for some reason, don't know why. And it is a forwarder with a big old grapple on the back, so you should be able to acting more like a skidder than a forwarder, but you can actually pull a lot of logs on the back of it. So help window on. Now going through the cost of it, let's jump out and have a look first. Let's get on the sun side as well. You see it, exceptional bit of kit this is. It's nice to see something different. Never seen anything with a grapple on the back like that before. So it's always nice to see something a bit new. Now it costs £221,000 to buy, with £11,271 on your initial leasing cost. Now it says in the shop it does 12 mile an hour, but it does do 14 mile an hour, and is minus 14 on the slot count. 286 horsepower, plenty of power, and you can have lots of colour options. You can change the main colour, which I've got the blue now, and that is £700. Change the design colour, which is the grapple, and that is £100. And then you can also change the wheel colours, the rims, and they're £1,000 each. The other options they've got is the grill. You can have it without the grill. It comes standard without the grill and the blade, and if you want the grill, it's extra £2,000. If you want the blade, it's an extra £3,000, and if you want the pair of them, it'll cost you an extra £5,000. But all in all, not bad to operate. I did find a little bit of a glitching with it when I found sometimes the back hook. Right, let's get that. After I hit it a few times, it was only turning to the left. It was only like turning that way, just like that, and then the other side was full lock, but this side it wasn't having it. So I think it has got a few issues, but it is new. Now going through the options for it, we'd hold down the L1 button, and then we've got the normal boom, where you just boom around, and then up and down on that boom. And then holding down the R1 button, No, sorry. You've got two control group support arm 2 is on at the moment. You press the triangle and then it goes down to support arm 1. So let's start off on the support arm 1, and that does just all your normal stuff what we do before. You can boom out and bring this down. Now it's got quite a decent reach on it, which most of this equipment has. And then also if you hold down the L1 and the R1 button and you do left on your analog, and that does the grapple for that bit there. You can spin your crane around, but you can't spin this grapple around. Well, I can't. It seems to sort of sort itself out once you put a log near it. It sort of straightens up a little bit. So if we go on to the next crane support arm, and then that gives you the front blade. So you can drop that down. So yeah, you just need to put it on for the blade to operate the blade, and then the back is the back. You've also got the change of direction where we can drive forwards or backwards. It just spins round just like so. There we go, you see you can knock it back round, and that's when I found I was having a problem. Right, let's try and put this log up. And there we go, we got it strapped. You've got to make sure you strap it on, otherwise as soon as you drive off it will come off. Now if I can release that, yeah, and there it is. So yeah, the whole idea is you can stack a hell of a lot of logs on that hook. That's quite substantial. Now on the back you can do away with the bunk if you do not require it. It's got the 2 uprights there with the blue bits on the top. And let's turn around the proper way because I'm getting confused with this. I just wanted to make sure, it's the first log I picked up with it, so I just wanted to make sure it didn't glitch out a little bit. No, and that drags that around no problem. So looking inside, and we got great visibility all the way around on here. Pretty cool, loving that. And I don't think we see much going on in the cab. Spin around. Yeah, we can't see the joypad. Oh yeah, the joypads are working. It does work. And we've got the extra crane camera, which I don't get on with that myself, but you might do. It's there if you want it, and with a GPS display inside. Pretty cool. I'll do a bigger mod review on this and actually fill it right up and see what the crack is, see what it's like for dragging stuff away. But it all looks good. Nice looking mod, really is. Exceptional detail on all of it, down to all these grills. And we got the choice of all the tracks, the same as all the other ones. You've got all the tracks available. But yeah, down to all the nuts, the bolts, nuts and bolts on there. Looks amazing, really does. Highly detailed bit of kit. And lighting, we got full lighting going on. I thought that was a light on the back there, or is that a reverse light? I don't know, might be. I haven't got stop and go on, so yeah, that looks like it could be there. More lights. But yeah, nice bit of kit, nice to see something different. Never seen this before. Nice mod. Righto, well that's your lot for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I always appreciate you smashing that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, why not check out one of my hundreds of other farming simulator videos. Well into the 400 videos now, so lots to choose from. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.